Aloha everybody and welcome to part 2 of Mr. Mosquito. So in stage 2 we are now in the storeroom of the Yamada household and we are with the mother of the family, Kaneyo. And as you can see, there are a lot of purple gas clouds in this room, and those purple gas clouds, as you could probably have guessed, are poisonous. So do not touch the giant purple insecticide, ladies and gentlemen. They will kill you and that is never fun. The good news is, the gas clouds will not kill you instantly. If you touch the gas clouds, you'll take damage, and it will whittle your health down, and it doesn't take 3 hits to kill Mr. Mosquito. Well, it actually depends on the attacks. There are certain attacks later that will literally kill you in 1 hit if they hit all 3 of your hearts. That's why it's important to be looking out for heart rings and stuff, but generally, it's sort of like the Zelda games where you can get like half a heart, and then lose that half, and now you have 2 hearts. So just because you have 3 hearts doesn't mean you have 3 hits, you know? But anywho, we're in here for some blood. And Kaneyo, she's looking in the storeroom, and she's looking for her, I think her cookbook or something. And when she's looking at the boxes, there's really nothing we can attach to. You know, she's gonna be aware that a mosquito grabs onto her then, let's say. But when she goes to the left side of the room, she eventually picks up a family album, and she starts reminiscing about all the good old days, and her husband Kenichi, who was so young.
Kenichi was so young.
Exactly. Kenichi was so young. Yes, he was. So when she's picking up the book and looking at the photos, that is the time to go to her leg, because that's when you'll find the red lock-on box, and that's when you can gun for her leg and start sucking some blood. This level doesn't really have any stage environmental kind of things. We can't affect the lights. We can't turn on a radio here. So this one's pretty easy peasy. This level, again, it's stage 2. All it's really doing is it's showing you that, like, poisonous gas is bad. Don't touch poisonous gas. Ah yes, and here are regular heart containers. They're different from heart rings. You don't get an extra heart from collecting them. Those refill your entire health bar. So, you know, you're taking too much damage, you keep running into clouds, or you get into a battle with the humans because they see you or whatever. If you take too much damage, you can always look out for a heart. There's generally only 1 or 2 in each stage. So they're rare, you know, you really gotta look out for them. But, they help you in a pinch. So I haven't really explained how the sucking mechanic works. As I said before, we have a cursor, and when we find some kind of red box, we can always lock onto it, and then charge for that red box with this circle button. And when you charge into a human, you grab onto their skin, and you push R3 to pierce the skin, and that's when we start rotating the right analog stick to suck blood. So on the left, we have 2 meters. The one on the right is the blood meter. It keeps raising and raising the more we suck. That's how much blood we're collecting. We have to get 2 containers worth of blood from Kaneyo in order to finish this level. So once we get the second bar filled up, we can leave. You know, the mission will end as soon as we get off her after getting that second container. But you'll notice that the life sign meter is kind of going a little different the more you start sucking from humans. Like, it starts out green. They're super calm, they're super peaceful, and then they start noticing a mosquito's there, and it goes yellow and red, and oh, you are dead, mosquito. You are dead. Time to hit her in the belly button. I don't know what you people in part 1 were talking about with this whole, you hit Rena in the vagina. That's not her vagina, that's her belly button. It's higher. Come on. This game's... What the hell was that? Okay, Kaneyo. That was weird, but yeah, it's her belly button. That's where the pressure point was. Come on. You're getting too many sexual vibes from this game where we want to suck all that blood. So I would be done. I could get off her right now, and the mission would be over. But I do have extra tanks that you find in the levels, and that's why I'm filling up the extra tanks. So, you know, fill up those extra tanks.
Remember, always try to keep things tidy.
See, she didn't mind. She didn't even notice that we sucked her off. For defeating her in battle, we got this nice little green color scheme with the Joker hair. It's pretty nice.
This is the living room. Kenichi, the mainstay of the Yamada family, is watching TV. Having been warned of the mosquito by his wife and daughter, Kenichi has sprayed bug repellent. He has also told his family to cover themselves in bug repellent. Don't worry, though. Based on your actions, you will have plenty of chances to suck his blood.
Look, I finally found those old pictures. I've been looking for them all day.
You got them out again? You like doing that, don't you? You've got an insect bite, Mom. Look, it's swollen.
Oh dear.
Rub some aloe on it.
Hate it.
I can't believe it. That's so unfair. You have to rub some aloe on it. Honestly.
All right then. The next time you come home late, I won't say a word about it to your father.
Really?
And welcome to Stage 3, ladies and gentlemen. So some people brought this up before, and yeah, traditionally, in real life, mosquitoes are generally female when they suck blood from people. Males do not suck blood, and yet this game is called Mr. Mosquito. You found a leap of logic that was wrong about this crazy, quirky Japanese game where you play a mosquito who's green and, like, has these weird neon wings and stuff. I'm starting to think this game ain't very realistic. He can switch on a remote control. Mosquitoes don't do that in real life. Yeah. In Japan, this game is just known as Ka. And I believe that just translates to mosquito. And in Europe, they actually changed the spelling of this game. It's still Mr. Mosquito in Europe, but it's like Mr. Keeto. I don't know why. I don't know why Europe got the weird spelling. Is that a thing in Europe? Because I live in Canada, and I still get, like, the Z and the U's in all our words, but I've never heard of mosquito being spelled like that. So I don't know, maybe it's just quirky translation or whatever. But, so maybe the Japanese didn't intend for this to be a male character, or whatever. They didn't know. It's a cartoon. Whatever. Who cares? It's silly. Also, the mosquito may be a robot as well. In the box art, you can actually very clearly see that on his head, the mosquito's head, it looks like there are screws. Like, there looks like there are places like a screwdriver could open up and, like, open the head. So, is the mosquito a robot? Is it a he? Is it a she? I don't know. They don't give any backstory to this mosquito. The game just simply explains in the instruction manual and in the game itself that you're a mosquito who needs to collect blood to survive the winter. So, come up with your own crazy fan theories, ladies and gentlemen. But as always, you know, look out for heart rings and stuff. This is the living room. I wish you could interact with the piano, but you can't. That is blasphemy. I wanted to play the piano as a mosquito. Either way, we can't suck off this guy yet, so... It's so weird commentating over this game. We can't suck off Mr. Kenichi yet, so we gotta ring the bell, and he'll be like, "Whoa! Why did the bell ring? Ah, never mind, I don't care." And that's when he sort of changes how he lies down, and now we can go on to his head. Start sucking. Mosquito, start your engines. So I already warned you that, like, the meter on the bottom, that's like the life sign, that is like their agitation meter. But when you're sucking them off, when you're sucking blood, you gotta be careful, because if it goes into red while you're sucking blood, they will swat for you, but very different from actual battles in this game. That swat will be instant kill. It will be lethal. So that's why when I see the thing going from, like, orange, I'm getting off. Like, I'm getting the hell out of here. That being said, fly away from him, because if you don't fly away from him, you're still a mosquito. You're still very loud, and you're still leaving that buzzing noise. And just because he can't see you, that doesn't mean he can't hear you. And then he's gonna try and attack you, and then we gotta attack his pressure points and make him relax. Such as his shoulder. Relax, buddy. Calm down, Mr. Kenichi. And that... Why did I go there? Oh, God. See, there's a pressure point on the back of his leg and on the front of his leg, and I accidentally locked onto the back pressure point and ran into the wrong side, so that's what happens. Sometimes the lock-on can screw you up like that. Mr. Mosquito's not a perfect game, but it is a rather enjoyable one. There's the 180 I talked about earlier. That's how you can just push R2 and... Oh, God! I'm okay. That was an instant kill because I wasn't sucking him off during that. I gotta find a better way to phrase this, I know. But... And I was very close. 49 seconds, the time limit was 50 seconds. If I was just a little bit slower, I would have lost the color and I would have had to battle him again in order to get the color. So, how about that? But again, if it goes into the red while you're sucking blood, they can potentially slap whatever's feeling itchy at the moment and kill you instantly. And it doesn't matter if you have 7 hearts, 8 hearts, whatever. If you're sucking and they slap for you and you are still there, you die. That is instant kill. So it's kind of risky. And sometimes it can jump from yellow to red instantly. And you don't even know why, so you really have to pay attention to that stuff. You really have to pay attention to their agitation meter and make sure that they don't feel like there's a mosquito in the room. You know, get off his head, fly away from him. Now you can see he's really calm, he's really relaxed, everything's hunky-dory. And that's how things gotta be, ladies and gentlemen.
I was just watching that.
I was just watching that. Well, dude... Why did it turn off? Why do you think it turned off? I'm gonna fiddle with the answering machine! God damn, man. Does everything tire you out? Either way, ringing the bell, flipping the TV off, or screwing around with the answering machine, that will all expose his blood points, and, yeah. As for sucking blood itself, again, you have to rotate the right analog stick at a certain speed, you know? You have to keep it in between the blue on the left meter. If it starts going out of the blue, you'll start getting into dangerous territory where he starts to know that something is sucking him, you know? So stay in the middle of the blue, watch out for the red signs and the lifeline. You don't want to agitate this guy, you know? Just stay in the blue, rotate at a decent pace, and get that blood.
You're really getting the hang of this. Keep it up.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is part 2. Come back for part 3 in a very, awkward stage 4.